Hi, my name is Cami. This is Classics and Cats. Okay, so this video is going to be all about a bookstore that I discovered, I would say recently, but I'm very late filming this. I went to this bookstore back in early August. So I got all this footage like back in early August, and I still haven't posted it. I told you I've been really behind. I gotta catch up. I still have like 5, 6, 7 videos that I need to edit and get up that I've had the footage for a long time, and I just haven't gotten it posted. So I gotta catch up, but this is a bookstore that is over in Indiana, and oh shoot, what was that town? It's over in Indiana. It's a pretty far drive for me, and I just happened to stumble upon this place. I will list the city that it's located in once I edit this video. But anywho, we were actually in that small town because of a family funeral on my now husband's side. At the time we were just engaged. We hadn't, it was before our wedding, which tells you how long ago it was because we've almost been married for 2 months. Yikes. Oops. So anyway, when we were going to the church for the like family meal after the funeral ceremony, we passed a little shop that said bookstore across the window. And so I said to my husband, hey, I just saw a thing for a bookstore. Can we go there afterwards? I'm sorry. And he said, absolutely, of course. And then I proceeded to tell his mom and sister, hey, did you guys see there was a bookstore like right across the street? And I can't remember if they said that they knew or not, but we, of course, all headed over there after the meal. And oh my gosh, it's like my new favorite place. So the name of the store is Pete and Freddy's Books Aplenty, and it's owned by 2 sisters. I'll link all their information down below because they're on Instagram, so you can follow them there. And they upload quite frequently, so you can see what they're up to and chat with them on there. I absolutely had such a great experience when I was shopping there. I got to talk to one of the sisters, and you know, she helped me locate some books, and I asked her if I could film a little tour around the bookstore, and she said absolutely, and it was just so nice. And the reason I loved it so much, it was well organized, first of all, which is always important, but I just found so many good finds there, and the books were very reasonably priced, which, I mean, sometimes you don't find at a independent bookstore, but this was very reasonably priced, so I felt like I could kind of splurge a little bit and get a lot of books. So it was really nice. My mother-in-law found a pretty rare book that we'd never seen before, and so she got that. Jean Stratton Porter, I think I've mentioned her before. If not, I'm going to be doing a video real soon about visiting her home place, and we had a tour there, and I took photos and videos of her home, so that'll be coming up shortly too. But she found a pretty rare book at this Pete and Freddy's Books Aplenty over in Indiana. So I'm going to go through all the books that I purchased because that's what you're here for. So first we have The Prince by Nicolo Michioveli. So I do not have a copy of this book. I saw this one there and I wanted to have it. So let's see here. Okay, I'm not sure what this book is about. I feel like I just heard somebody talking about it, and that's why I saw this. I was like, oh, I need to pick up a copy of that. So yeah, it's a very small book, should be a fairly quick read. Pete and Freddy's Pages Aplenty, $1.95. Heck of a deal. So I got a copy of that. And then I got Colette, the complete Claudine. So this has Claudine at school, Claudine in Paris, Claudine named, Claudine married, and Claudine and Annie. So I can't wait. So I saw this, and it's funny because I think I was looking for anything by Colette. And then I saw that they had this complete series, and I was like, well, that's wonderful. So if I like one, you know, I can read all of them. So it has all 4 of these. And this version is translated by Antonia White. So I don't know. I know with some versions of translations, everybody's like, oh, this is the best translation. Look for this one. So I'm not sure if this is one of the ones that's recommended, but I'm going to give it a try. So I hope it's great. I think it will be. This was $3.75 for this hunk of 4 books. So I'm excited about that. And then, let's see, I got The Heart of Darkness by Joseph Conrad. Again, I believe someone was talking about this recently, and that's why I picked it up. Let's see if it says, Conrad unfolds the story of Marlowe's search for Mr. Kurtz, the company agent whose unlawful soul has been beguiled beyond the bounds of permitted aspirations in his dealings with the natives of the Belgian Congo. Marlowe's adventure involves him in a crucial reappraisal of his own values. It is Kurtz, however, who attains to a vision of the inexpressible, terrifying reality of the heart in this extraordinary exploration of human savagery and despair. Yikes. Okay, again, this is $1.75. Very small book, but one that I'm glad to add to my collection. So I'm excited about that one. And then I also have Evelina by Fanny Burney. Again, I think I had seen a video recently where someone was talking about all of these books, and so when I saw them, I was like, you know, they're just classics that I wanted to add to my collection. This is a little paperback Signet Classic edition. So yeah, I mean, this is a pretty thick book. Looks like it's about 443 pages. So that looks good. This was $3.95 from Pete and Freddy's. So again, I mean, just really reasonable. You can really add a lot of books to your collection if you're near their location. So, and I'm not sure, you know, I bet if you saw something through their Instagram page, I don't know if they do online sales, so maybe you could work out something with them. But they are just absolutely wonderful human beings. So if you are nearby, I definitely want to support them. So I would like to make another trip over there. It is a pretty far drive for us. I think it was about 3 hours, but heck, I'll drive and find something else to do over there too. There's got to be an ice cream place nearby. So anyway, yeah, got a copy of Evelina. And then I also got Hungry Hill by Daphne du Maurier. I had never heard of this, but I saw Daphne du Maurier on the cover and grabbed it because I adored Rebecca. I think it's one of my favorite books. It was so wonderful. And I'd never heard of this, and I really like this old edition, this green hardback. This was $2.95. So, yeah. So I'm excited. I'm not even sure what this is about. Like I said, it's Daphne du Maurier. If you've read, you know, Rebecca is really, I take that back. I've read My Cousin Rachel as well. They're both brilliant. I haven't read, what's the other one? Oh, shoot. Those are the only 2 I've read so far, but they were amazing. I loved her writing style. It felt like you were reading the work of a genius. She just spins a tale so well and keeps you in suspense. So I want to read it. I don't care what it's about. I want to read it. It's Daphne du Maurier, and she's a genius. So I got this. I'm very excited. And then, I got a copy of the Foresight Saga by John Galdsworthy. I honestly did not know who wrote that. But a long time ago, I watched the Foresight Saga miniseries, and I loved it. It was very intriguing. It felt very modern for when it was written. If you know anything about the story, it's pretty dark. I mean, it has some pretty dark moments, but it kind of spans a couple generations, and it's just very interesting. So I've always kind of wanted to grab a copy of the Foresight Saga, and this was really pretty old hardback edition by Scribner's. And let me see if I can see if it's got a copyright date in here. I love it when I pick up an old book and I'm like, oh, when was this written? And then it's like, 65. And it's like, oh, it wasn't that old. But I guess that was a long time ago now. It doesn't seem like it. Okay, this says 1930. So, oh wait, no. Maybe that's right. Copyrights 1918, 1920, 21, 22. 1906. Wow. So yeah, this one says 1930. But it's got an illustration. I wonder if there's more. Let me see if there's more illustrations in here. That might be it, but it's beautiful. And it's got the, deckled, I think that's called deckled edge papers. So I don't know, it was just a lovely edition, and I was just really excited when I saw it. So, I mean, I'll probably read it very carefully to preserve it, but yeah, I was really excited to have a copy of this. And I don't see, I'm not sure how much I paid for this, but sure it was reasonable. So we're down to the last book, and this is The Adventures of Tommy. And do you know why I got this? Because it says written and illustrated by H.G. Wells. I've never heard of this, but I love H.G. Wells. And he wrote a children's book, and I was like, I've never even heard of this. And I was just so excited. I paid $1.95 for this. Oh, it's absolutely wonderful. I mean, it's just like a little children's book. I haven't even read it yet. I plan to soon. But isn't that wonderful? Oh my gosh, it's written by H.G. Wells. I'm gonna have to look into this and see like what the story is behind this. I never knew that he wrote a children's book. So yeah, so I was very excited about this. I wonder if it says when it was written, published. Oh my gosh, okay. In 1898, he was very ill, and we put him to bed at once, where he remained for 6 weeks, devotedly nursed by his wife. One day, Mrs. Wells came down and said to my wife, "Can you find something for H.D. to play with? He is intensely bored, he is tired of reading, and there's nothing else for him to do." They went together to the children's playroom, and seeing a child's color box, Mrs. Wells said, "Oh, that is the very thing. He can amuse himself with that ever so long." She took it up to him, and a few days later brought down this little book for my youngest daughter. The character of Tommy was claimed by my younger boy, who the next Christmas received an elephant full of sweets labeled Tommy Bates with great care. Mr. Wells now allows publication. This fragment of a letter from Henry Hick explains the origin of The Adventures of Tommy. So he must have written it as a child? And it says right here, respectfully dedicated to Miss Marjorie Hick by her sincere friend and admirer, H.G. Wells. Oh my goodness, that is so sweet. I didn't even see that when I purchased this. I just saw that there was a children's book by H.G. Wells. That is so wonderful. Oh my goodness. So like I said, I just think they're full of treasures there. And if you get a chance, if there's any way that you could go visit them. And if not, maybe, reach out to them on Instagram. Yeah, and they, like when I checked out, they gave me, hang on. They were like, yeah, we're part of an independent bookstore the independent bookstores of Indiana. And then they gave me a list of like all these independent bookstores that you can look up around the state and visit. And I just thought that was wonderful. They gave me that. They gave me a little bookmark with an upcoming book, which is so funny because I just sat down here to video this. And like I said, this was a couple months ago when we went. But my new daughter just told me about a book called Radium Girls, and it's advertised right here. I didn't even see it. And I just added it to my Goodreads list because my daughter told me about it, and oh my gosh, it's right there. So yeah, my bonus daughter. I have 4 new bonus daughters. So one of them told me about this, and then I just now saw this, and I was like, oh my gosh, I could have learned about this a long time ago, but I didn't even pay attention. So they gave me this little bookmark that says Independent Bookstore Day. It's got 600 bookstores, 16 exclusive books and art pieces, one day only in April 2021. Definitely missed that. indiebookstoreday.com. So I'll have to check that out and see what they have coming up for 2022. They also gave me this. This is a sticker. It says, "The world needs you to step up or get out of the way. The Black Friend," the New York Times bestseller by Frederick Joseph. So they gave me this sticker with my purchase. And then they also had little stickers that say, "I visited an independent bookstore." Isn't that the cutest thing ever? Oh, I just love it so much. It's so cute. Okay, so those are the books that I purchased at Pete and Freddy's Books Aplenty. And let me see if I can stack these really pretty like. Okay. And dun 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 dun. Oh, for Pete's sake. Huh, Pete and Freddy. For Freddy's sake too. There we go. That's the thumbnail. So yeah, like I said, it's so nice to go into a place and have such a special experience. Like I said, it's owned by two sisters, and one of the sisters was there. I think it was Freddy. She was there. Those aren't their real names. Those are their nicknames for each other, which is so sweet. But she was there, and she was super helpful and just so nice. And I don't know. I just love having those experiences, and I'm sure you all know what I'm talking about. So anyway, give them some love if you can on social media. Anything I can find, if they have Facebook, I know they have Instagram, anything that I can find for them, I will link down below so that you guys can check them out. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this little book haul, and the video I'm going to insert of a little tour of their shop. I hope you're enjoying that, and I hope you're all doing well. So take care, and remember, always be kind to yourself as well as others, and always be kind to cats. Thanks. Bye.